everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Raymond and today I'm going to be reviewing ta-da! Shine by Jessica Jung. This video is a non-spoiler video, so don't worry, you will not be spoiled in this video. But basically, this is one of the greatest books that I've read so far this year. I know that some people would not agree with me, but I am really a die-hard fan of K-pop. That is why I really did enjoy this book, and I actually gave this book a solid 5 stars. So first of all, the last book review that I did was actually 2 months ago, so I really don't know what will be the outcome of this video, but basically I will try my best to to give you some of the details about this book because I really do enjoy this book so much. If you're not familiar with Jessica Jung, so Jessica Jung is a former member of the Girls' Generation, and I really love Girls' Generation so much. Like, they are the reason why I became a K-pop lover way back 2009. They have their debut year 2007 and I discovered their group 2009, and I really am in love with this group. Like SNSD, Sonyeonshide, Girls' Generation, like I really fell in love with this girl group so much, this K-pop icon, because my ultimate bias, by the way, is Yuri. So to all the Yuri fans out there, I am a part of your team. But anyway, I really did enjoy Girls' Generation because that was actually the time where I really did discover K-pop because of Girls' Generation. Like, without Girls' Generation, I would not really discovered K-pop. So basically, I really do love Girls' Generation so much. Like, I actually memorized all of the dance steps of their music videos. Like, when I was young, I actually really memorized every line of the song, every dance step of the song. And even when I was in high school, I actually studied Korean, like the Korean writing. I actually wanted to learn how to speak Korean because of Girls' Generation. Jessica Jung and her other members of Girls' Generation debuted on 2007, and unfortunately, Jessica left the group year 2014, and I really do remember the time that Jessica actually left the group, because that was the time wherein it was really so controversial of why she left, like why she exit Girls' Generation. And I really did not know what is the real reason behind it, but all I know is the reason why she left, it's because she has a business which is her own clothing brand. 2014 was actually the time wherein they have a new release music video, which is Catch Me If You Can.
Catch me if you can.
And if you will search here in YouTube, there is actually 2 music video. One is Jessica is included, and the second one is the former or the formal music video, which is hindi na siya kasama. I have to admit that it's really sad that Jessica left the group way back 2014, but I'm really still happy because I feel like she is still successful after leaving Girls' Generation, because she has a new novel, which is her debut novel, Shine. So let's talk about first the book. So Jessica Jung's debut novel, Shine, is a story about our female character, which is we call the name Rachel. So Rachel is about 17 years old in this story, and she wanted to be a K-pop star. So she has been training for about 6 years under DB Entertainment because she was recruited under DNB. So let's talk about first the pacing of the story. I really do love the pacing of the story because it was so easy to read. Like, if you wanted some easy to read book, you can definitely check this book, because the plot is just simple, like a girl who wanted to be a K-pop star. So I really do love the pacing of the story because we can see that there is a specific problem, and then there is a solution, and then after a few chapters there will be another problem and then another solution, that it makes you really wanted to read, and it's not really boring at all. Like, every time I read this book, it's like it's just a smooth read, like it's really interesting. So the pacing of this book is like perfect. So let's talk about the writing style of this book. I actually did not expect anything at all. I don't expect anything with the writing because this is Jessica Jung's debut novel. Some people, I believe, would say that this writing style is very basic, but I still believe that I really did not expect anything at all. So I feel like it's the writing style is just good for me. As a debut author, it was just really good. There is nothing wrong with the writing style. I didn't see any problem at all. But mainly I can see that there are people who is gonna say that the writing of this novel is really basic, but for me, it's just okay for me. So let's talk about the characters in this story, because there is a lot of characters in this story, but basically we have three main characters in this story, which is Rachel, Jason Lee, which is the male character, and Mina, who is a co-trainee of Rachel, who is also under DB Entertainment. So yeah, I really am interested with Mina per se. I really am interested with Mina because somehow she is the bully one in the story, but she is actually have a problem with her family. Mina's father has a big company, and there is a big share or a big contribution of her father to DB Entertainment, and Mina has this somehow like problem, or she wanted to be recognized. At the same time, she is also pressured because of her father. With the character of Mina, I have a love and hate relationship with Mina, because at the beginning of the story she is really annoying, and then sooner or later she will be lovable, and then sooner or later she will also be annoying again. So I really am interested with that kind of character, wherein I really felt connection with the character, especially I wanted to know more about the backstory of Mina. But basically I really did love the aspect or the character that Jessica Jung was given as the character of Mina. I really do love how she progressed the character. She is the kind of story which is the antagonist of the story, but at the same time she is also, you will felt the the emotion, or you will felt na parang maawa ka. Mina's character is the kind of character that you really wanted to hug her, but at the same time you wanted to slap her. That is the kind of character of Mina. I really felt I really am mad at her. At the same time, I really still understand her point of view, but that is what actually how good the character is. Like, I really felt the connection, and I really felt the the urge of like getting mad at the same time getting emotional for her character. So how about Jason Lee, which is the male character and the love interest of Rachel in this story. So I really do love the character of Jason, but at the same time I am really intrigued of why he still doesn't know what the industry goes. Like, he doesn't know kung paano yung industry, of how the industry go, of how, because he is a famous K-pop star in this novel, but yet he doesn't know what is really happening, the reality of the controversial thing that's happening under the DB Entertainment. But it's also good when it comes to that, because you can see that the lead male character is not perfect at all. Like, he make mistakes. So let's talk about Rachel's character in this story. Like, I really can see the resemblance of Jessica, the author, and the main character, which is Rachel. I can see the similarity of of their the character that she made here in this story. What I also like about this character is she has a downside or a downfall of her character, because she is good when it comes to singing and dancing, but the problem is she is really shy in front of a camera. So that is somehow her like weakness when it comes to to herself as a K-pop artist. Overall, what I really love about this story is how the industry really progress. Like, we have like the double standard wherein there is a different treatment when it comes to female and male K-pop artists. And I don't know if that's true, but in this book, in this novel, it's a fiction novel, but basically it also talks about the different treatment between the male character or the male K-pop artist than the female K-pop artist. So yeah, it is also an eye-opener with how the industry, how the K-pop industry goes. And the only trigger warning that I have to say with this book is that there is a lot of food in this novel. Like, Miss Jessica, you really gave everything. Like, all of the food in Korea, you really indicate here, like the kimchi, the fish cake, the rice cake, every the Korean pancake with ice cream. Like, when I actually read this book, I was just so hungry after reading this book. Like, everything that all of the food was actually introduced here in this novel. So that is the only trigger warning that I'm going to say. There is a lot of food in this story. It's like my reading vlog, which is more food than reading. Let's talk about the cover of this book. I really do love the cover of this book. It's a it's a really light cover for me, and look at my annotations. I really did annotate a lot in this book because I really did enjoy this book so much. And yeah, I haven't seen any quotable quotes in this novel, but I have seen a saying, and I'm going to share it to you guys. And and this is actually from her mother, Ama, that she mentioned, "You deserve to take your chance. You've earned it." So I really do love that saying. It's really a inspiration at the same time. It's really a motivational speech from her mother. And to be honest, this book is just so easy to read, and at the same time, it's also an inspirational novel. Wherein if you wanted to fulfill your dreams, you have to to sacrifice some of the parts of what you're doing to achieve your goal or your dreams. And I really do love this novel because I really do get or got inspired in this novel. So for my recommendation, so if you love K-pop just like me, you would really definitely love this book. Like everything was just so good for me, especially I really learned a lot from the industry, of how it goes, of how the progress. And if you love somehow to be inspired, and if you wanted some light reading, you can read this book. Like if you are tired of fantasy, like heavy fantasy, or like historical fiction, sci-fi, you can go and try this book for a break, because it was just so motivating at the same time, so entertaining. And yeah, so again, I gave this book a 5 stars. That's it for my non-spoiler video with Shine. So I recommend this book to everyone who wanted to be motivated or to be inspired at the same time. If you wanted a light read, you can definitely read this book. And if you love K-pop like me, go read this book. That's it for now. Once again, thank you for watching, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you wanted to see more about the bookish strategy, click subscribe, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!